We have another update for you on the Republican platform, and it's even crazier than you think. So earlier in the week, we learned that they had an anti-porn provision in there. Oh, that's so amazing. It's 2016, and they're saying they're against porn in their platform. I think the genie's out of the bottle, guys. You heard of the internet? And they're all liars. They're all liars. Why? Every single one of them, and it was unanimous. It was unanimous in the platform committee. Every single one of them who was like, yeah, totally, porn, bad, immoral. It's a public health crisis. It's a menace, they called it. Every single one of them, you know damn well, not only looked at porn and looks at porn, they did it within the last week, bitch. Month tops. But this is what they do. I mean, they're beyond ridiculous. And then obviously there's the massive hypocrisy that other people have brought up. I saw a bunch of articles on this. Porn, public health crisis, menace, ruins millions of lives. What do they say about guns? No problem whatsoever. 32,000 gun deaths every year in the United States of America, over 11,000 homicides. Sweep it under the rug. That's not a public health crisis in any way. Shut the fuck up. They're so disconnected from reality, but they still try to, mesh reality into what they want it to be. And they don't get that there are rational people in the country that look at that and they just laugh. Like, oh, you're like children. You're like a toddler. You're the kid who takes, those toys that it's like, oh, you have the square hole and they take the fucking round peg and they're like, and they can't get it in there. That's Republicans. Okay, but ready for this? I told you it's going to get worse. How does it get worse than an anti-porn provision? Anti-porn. Here we go. Quote, the platform demands that lawmakers use religion as a guide when legislating, stipulating that man-made law must be consistent with God-given natural rights. It also encourages the teaching of the Bible in public schools because the amendment said a good understanding of its contents is indispensable for the development of an educated citizenry. It's like we hopped into a fucking time machine and went back hundreds of years. And even back hundreds of years, the dumbest fucking people in society got together and came up with ideas on the best way to run society. Look at these fucking idiots! Like, let's go with Mother Goose. Let's go with Narnia and the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and live our lives based off that. You have to read the book and look in the book for the answers because it's indispensable for the development of an educated citizenry. Really, the Bible's indispensable for that? You do know that everything's in the Bible. So there's messages of, liberalism and tolerance and being kind to the poor. By the way, do you guys agree with that part of the Bible? Oh, of course not. Sermon on the Mount, oh, gross. Helping the poor, oh, gross. Anti-war Jesus, oh, gross. We want to start wars with everybody. Ignore that part. But what they mean is the shitty parts of the Bible. So there's good parts, there's bad parts. They only want to focus on the shitty parts. And also, by the way, why the fuck would anybody look to that for any understanding of anything? We spoke about it the other day, but did you know there are multiple parts in the Bible where they talk about the four corners of the earth? What kind of an earth would have four corners? Let me think about that one. I'm pretty sure that's not the earth we have. There's seven-headed dragons in the Bible. In the Bible, there are stories of daughters getting their father drunk and raping him. Hashtag biblical values. There's also stories of, you want to talk about marriage. They always go, traditional values, marriage, you go to the Bible, look to the Bible, traditional, that's what we got to be. Idiots! Polygamy is the number one form of marriage in the Bible. That's what's most recurring in the Bible, polygamy. There's also stories of dudes chopping off their balls and living lives of celibacy. Do you want to do biblical values? Be my guest. Go right ahead. Chop off your sack. Let me know how that goes. They don't even know what's in their fucking book. You got stories, and they think it's true. Oh my God, a guy lives to age 900. Noah. He builds an ark, which, by the way, it's not even possible to build that kind of an ark because you can't build them that big. It's not possible with the building materials they had at the time. But okay, build that ark. Get every animal in the world onto the ark. Every animal in the world. Millions of them. This old guy somehow got them all on the ark. And by the way, nobody else had a boat. That's another thing that's amazing to think about. The world flooded. What happened? He had a boat, so it worked out. Nobody else had a boat. Nobody else was like, it's shit. There's water's getting high. Get to the boat. No, everybody else was fucking drowning and shit. Somehow this guy got all the animals on the boat. None of them ate each other. None of them. Even though many animals eat other animals, none of them ate each other. Somehow, they all mated, the mosquitoes had sex and whatnot, and all the different varieties of bugs. And, the climate was perfect for both the polar bears, and they like it freezing, and the lions, who like it burning hot. He's got climate control on that ark. Let me tell you. People believe this shit. No, live our lives based off of that. That's what we got to do. And then do a thought experiment here. Let me replace one word. The platform demands that lawmakers use religion as a guide when legislating, stipulating that man-made law must be consistent with Allah-given natural rights. How's that sound? Well, it's like, creeping Sharia. Oh my God, ban it. This is so bad. Did I say I like mixing religion and state? I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. So when it's any other religion, these guys rightly understand, whoa, don't come for my religion. Secularism is awesome. I get to be religious, but, you could be religious, but just keep your shit there. I'll keep my shit here. But when it's their religion, no, I want to shove my religion down your throat. That's what I want to do. They said teach the Bible in public school. By the way, the wording of it isn't clear. There's a decent chance that they mean, as history. Not, hey, just teaching, hey, it's a religion, blah, blah, blah. No, okay, for a factual account of what happened in the year 7, go to the Bible. This is one of the major political parties in America. Just admit it, man. These guys are un-American. In the First Amendment of the Constitution, secularism is laid out there. You can't establish a religion. The government cannot establish a religion. They specifically argue. First things first, the government should establish a religion. All agreed? All agreed? And then these are the people who argue that they are most American and they believe most in the Constitution. No, apparently you believe the least in it, and this makes it clear.